Hi everyone, so today I have a video sponsored by Tonic Studios for you guys. It's for their new craft kit, Spring Meadow craft kit. We'll check out everything that's in here in just a moment. So these items were sent free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own. Any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchase items to those links. So the way they do their craft kit is you can pick it up one-off, just a one-time, or you can sign up for a monthly or quarterly subscription, which is really great. It's a little lower in price than if you were just to pick up the one box, as it comes out every month. And then after that, you get 10% off the site if you are a subscribed member. Every time you place an order, you can use the code TCK. That will work if you are a member. Okay, so let's open this guy up first. Actually, I'm gonna move this out of the way just because I know it's a little shiny and glarish with the screen there. So it comes in the new, of course, white folders. They've been doing this for quite some time now. It used to be a craft colored folder, and now they have this beautiful white folder with the gray accents. And it does come with a sticker. Sometimes I have it in my sample and sometimes I don't, but this one is the Delicate Decor gift box, Spring Meadow Delicate Decor gift box. And as you can see, there are dies on both sides. It's a split pack here with a stamp set that has some beautiful, very Art Nouveau kind of stamps. As you can see there, it's a photopolymer stamp set. It has Made with Love, To a Special Friend, Just for You, and With All My Love. And then these cute little accent pieces here. Let's open this guy up. So on this side, oh, so cool. Okay, I can kind of see through here as far as how the box works. So it's basically the two sides, we're going to put it together and then you push it in and it connects here. How cute. Okay, so let's check this out. So we have the larger box area, of course, right here, and then we have like inlays and inserts and all those kinds of fun things that we can play with that Tonic's so well known for. We have a tag, this little scallop tag, the word thanks that you can inlay for you, with love. On this side it has the larger pieces that you would use the inlay on or not, and this one too, however you want to use that. This oval with an inlay that says thank you, or this inlay that has like the scroll work, another beautiful inlay that's a little different from that guy. So you can see there's two different ones here, so you have two different designs, so these two would coordinate back with those designs individually. Another little insert that gives like an impression. We have more decorative little edges for like this area here at the very top. And then you have three different inserts for that you can mix and match in here if you would like. So pretty. Let's put this one over here and this one over here. I love a good box, so we will get to that in just a moment. And then let's go to the embellishment bag. There's always an embellishment goodie bag. Sorry about that lighting. See, just take a minute to grab what's going on. We have a nice Opal Cream Pure Sheen Confetti Glitters. I don't know if you can see, they're kind of, like it says Opal Cream, but it has that iridescence. Love the little dot confetti. They're so cute in shakers. This is the Frayed Leaf Embossing Powder. A little sample there. Really cute. Very light, almost minty green. A little bit deeper than that. Oh, I love these sprays. So this is a Nuvo Sparkle Spray in Cream Gold. Really nice versatile color for that. Oh, a little ink French macaroon. So a French macaroon, macaron has one O, so it's macaron. But this is macaroon with two O's, so there you go. And it's kind of like a yellow tone. Put that there. I'm a stickler for macaroon and macaron, right? Love making macaron. This is the double-sided red line tape, which is awesome. Good thing to have. I really like when they include things like that in their kits, like some glues or different things, because you can try it out, but also they're a staple, so they're great to have. Crafter's ribbon in buttermilk. Oh, look at this pretty one. The grosgrain ribbon. That beautiful pale yellow. Some little gemstones that are like square. How do you see that? Gorgeous. And the last item in here is the Stone Drops in this really pretty color. It's called Crushed Aloe, but it's very, again, kind of sage color. Really pretty. Let me pop those back in here. Okay, and as far as the papers, let me put this over here. I do want to have the listing here. with the names. So let's open this up. It feels a really nice thick paper pack this time around, and well, the reason for that is there's a whole paper pack here that's like the pattern papers, and this is the Spring Meadow pattern paper pack, and there's going to be 2 of each sheet. So let me just kind of splay them out here so you see those 2, and then we'll look at the specialty card in just a minute. And so as you can see, this one's very light blue. It has like a little deeper blue as far as the geometric pattern there, and on the back side it's like a very pale yellow gingham, really sweet. And then this one here with the little flowers, kind of light blue, a little kind of peachy orangey flowers, and on the back there's that diagonal stripe and that beautiful light blue, kind of slate almost, like it has a lot of gray tone to it. The little flowers on this one, let this camera focus, how cute. And on the back side it's like a very, very light blue. Very sweet, soft colors. And then this one here has kind of like a zigzag pattern. It's kind of like a lime green, but it's very faint, so it doesn't show up super lime, but if you really look at it, it's kind of more lime green yellow. And on the back has that really beautiful light blue with the little leaves. So cute. Now let me see as far as these guys, the paper pack of the specialty papers. We have glitter card called Lemon Sherbet. There it is. Beautiful glitter card, cuts like a dream and does not shed, which is amazing. And then we have, I believe this one is Double Cream Specialty card, probably, because it has like cool like linen texture and a sheen to it. Really pretty. This one here, ooh, we have Champagne Gold, sorry, mirror card. I was trying to see the difference between this one and some of the other names. And it's coming up very silver, but it is very gold, very pretty. This sage color, it's called Sea Salt Green Classic card. And of course the classic card is a little bit textured. More on one side, this is the texture side. This is a little smoother on the back side there. We have glitter card in Opalescent Green. I believe that's this one, because it's a very, it looks silver, but look at this. Do you see? Is it just me, or is it ombre to green? That's what it looks like. So pretty. Is that my lighting? That's awesome. And then we have Buttermilk Yellow, one of my favorite yellows ever in yellow paper. This is just such a pretty color. Love that. And then we have Water Sprite, of course, one of my favorite mirror cards that they make. Very, very gorgeous. And then this last one here is the Opalescent, no, not Opalescent Green, sorry. Spring Silver, I believe, mirror card. Right? It's kind of green, kind of silver mirror card. So pretty. Oh, sorry. And so as I'm putting this back, another item that will be in this month's kit is a tote bag. So it'll be really cute. You guys can check that out. It's a little Tonic Studios tote bag. I believe it has a heart on it, so it'll be really nice to have, you know, in your little collection and throw your goodies in there. And I love tote bags, so really looking forward to that. Okay, guys, so let's get to it. Okay, so let's really open this up and we'll see which papers we would like to use for our card, or box, should I say, or card. You can use these all different ways, but let's see here. Okay. I would say it's very simple, it looks like. So you need 2 of this larger die. And we're just going to adhere them together, and then it just squeezes in to close it up. And then after that, whatever decoration you want. Some people like to put decoration before you close it, so, you know, before you actually adhere everything together. I usually put the box together and then put my pieces on, so however it is that you want to do that. So let me grab the papers that I'm going to use for today's project, and we will get right to it. Okay guys, you know what I'm going to do? I think since we have all these pattern papers, I want to really showcase those. So I'm going to use the classic card. So pretty. This color is just a knockout. So I'm going to use this and cut 2 of them out because we need 2 and they both fit on here perfectly. So I'll cut that out. And then I think we'll do some pattern paper for these topper pieces. Oh my gosh, so many pretty papers. I probably should have chosen those before I came back to say hello here. We'll use this little floral pattern. So on this one, I'm going to cut out 2 of the larger square just by itself. And I want to see, it's going to be oriented this way. So if you feel like your papers have an orientation, pay attention to that, you know, before you cut. But the flowers are pretty much oriented, however. So it is long ways like this, though. So I'll cut 2 of those for the front and the back. For the side of the box, I think I want like an accent paper going on. why not? Let's see. You want to accent it with this? Sure. So I'm going to use this paper and 2 of these. Okay, and that's for the very base box, and then a little bit of toppers. And I think what I'm going to do is put one of these little guys on here. Now let me see, this cuts. Okay, so what I'll do is also cut this from the sage, just to bring that sage color back to the front of the box. So just this color here. I'll cut one of these guys, and then I'll do an inlay, I believe. Yeah, because it looks like it stays connected, so this is definitely an inlay that says thank you, just like this. And we'll cut that from, let's see, what paper we want to use for that. I'm going to pick probably one of the shiny papers, so we'll come back. That'll be a surprise, guys. Maybe this gold here, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I have my pieces here. And you know what, I went ahead and did the sage with the thank you, and then I did the glitter yellow paper in the background. That way it just kind of pops that way. So we'll put those 2 together. And then we have our pieces again, just, you know, to kind of mat in these areas very simply. And then these guys. And I will cut another one to go up in this top area too. But for now, it's super simple. You know, I like to score things ahead of time, so I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to score my papers right on the lines that show up really nicely, just from having been die cut. And with boxes, generally things fold towards the inside, right, of the box. With these little kind of arch things, sometimes it's a little bit different, so we'll get to that in just a minute. So I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of pre-score everything just a little bit. And these guys, I know some of them are going to push in or do something like that. So what I normally do is just kind of gently in between my fingers kind of get that going when it's an arch like that. Okay, so just like there to there, kind of push that in a little bit just to get it going. And I'll do the same thing with this other one. I'll be right back. Okay. And then I'm just going to kind of flatten them out just so I can glue them together. And basically, first thing, tab to tab. And I always put the glue right at the very edge. Of course, if you want to use the red liner tape that comes in the kit, you can definitely do that. But I've always said, you know, I like to use a wet glue for construction of boxes. Just because unless you rip it, it's not going to come apart. So, but if you are using a dry adhesive, a red liner tape is definitely the kind of thing you want to go with for box construction because it's sturdier than other adhesive runners. Okay, so I'm just going to hold that and just kind of make sure that it's nice and straight. And as I do this one, I'll move over to this one and make sure that's also very straight. So it adheres really nicely. Okay, and I'll be back. I think that's pretty well adhered. At the end of the video, I will measure this larger die for you guys. I forgot to at the very beginning, which I try to keep in mind to do, just so you have that information. And again, same thing, I'm just going to bring it around. Looks like we'll probably glue those inside. So I'm just going to hold this here. I put glue in both areas, but for me, I'll try to hold this one first and just make sure things are pretty squared up. Right on that line. And once I think this is holding on and I can move on, I'll go ahead and then attach the tab to this area here. Right? So that everything's as straight as can be. Okay, and I'll wait for that to set up and then we'll move on. It's holding on pretty good. And then down here we have these 2 little flaps, and so of course those go in, and then these guys meet up in the middle. So definitely put these guys in. I am going to put a little glue even though you don't really need to, but I just like that for the sturdiness of the box. So I'm putting some glue on those flaps. And then whichever one you choose to go over the top or however, I'm just going to link these up here with a little more glue. Right there. And I'm just going to hold that nice and square, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I think we're good. I was just kind of, since I put glue on those tabs, just pushing that down on the inside. And here we go. So now, if you look at the image, they're basically saying to adhere the bases as shown. Then fold the top corners and fold in. Finish off, tie with the ribbon. So it looks like they're pinching these guys out like this. Oh my gosh, how cute. And then pushing in. So I can see where that would work. Yep, there you go. So on these very corner pieces, they're going to push in. Of course, we're training it right now because it's the first time we've done this. And then these guys go in at those arches. Just like that. And then you keep pushing so that these come in together. Oh my goodness, how cute. I'm being very delicate about it because I want to make sure I have it right on those score lines. So I'm going to pinch that score line a little better just so I can have that here too. And then I'll open it up just so you can see exactly what that means for those arches and how you're going to get them in place. And then you have, oh my gosh, and then you tie it at the top with the ribbon. Look how pretty though that top arch looks. Okay, so let me open this up. So basically all these corner areas are going to be going in, right? I just want you to note that. This guy here, this guy here, this guy here goes in, and this guy here goes in. And then the rest of them just kind of pop out by default, right, as you're pushing. Okay, so I'm going to cut one more thing, which I hadn't cut yet, was a little accent piece for this area here, okay? So I'm just going to grab that, and again, just use some paper. We do have the little inlays, and every layer that you add, of course, always adds a little more and a little more to your design. Just gonna pop these on here. I'm not sure where they were, but let's pretend that's where they were. You know, just like with the circle, everything else that you add, it just makes the box sturdier with all the different layers that you do. But I went with just pattern paper to highlight that. So with this one, I'm also going to take this guy out. But generally, you would cut a background piece, and then you cut an inlay piece, and all those pieces, you know, you glue them together, then you glue them on here, and then you have that sturdiness. But I'm going to cut this out from some of the pattern paper, and I'll be right back from two different ones. Okay, guys, so I have these little guys. So what I'm going to do is just go around. I believe this goes this way. Yep. And just adhere the different floral papers that I chose. Put a little glue in the center of that one. Pop that on there. And then we have our side pieces. Again, I'll just add them on just like that on the other side. And then with these little guys, I'm just going to add this little accent piece. Okay, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I added all the panels there, and what I'm going to do is go ahead and close it up. I do have some ribbon that I want to use on this project. It's this thin ivory white double satin ribbon, and I'm going to use this one today. But you guys know we have that grosgrain that's really nice and thick in there. And so I'm just going to bring these guys together and tie that up. And then I already have my sentiment on this. If you want to do like the inlay, maybe you want the sentiment on one of the little tag dies, that'd be really sweet. Again, it has those pieces that you would use for like embossing, which is really great with the metallic papers or really any paper, but those show up the best. So I would just take, like, let's say this tag, and then take this little guy and tape those down so they don't move, run it through, and then you have thanks embossed into your tag, and you can also include that with your bow on top or twine or however you decide to close it up. And I'm just going to, I think if I bring it closer, yeah, it'll just start closing up for me. I'm going to put this right in front of me, guys, because it's harder for me to do as far away as it is. And then I'm going to just put a little bow, okay? I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I just had to get it close to me to get that going. And there's our little box. So what I'm going to do is really quickly measure the box itself, and then I'll measure the die for you guys. So which one was I going to make the front? Maybe this side. Either way, it doesn't matter. I was just trying to see which where I'm going to put the thank you. So this is like 3 and maybe almost 3 1/4 inches wide. As tall in this panel here, it is like 3 1/2 inches. To the very top of the box, it's just over 4 1/2 inches. And then the width at the bottom is almost 2 inches. So almost 2 inches wide by, 3 1/4, if that gives you some idea. And then we're just going to stick down our little topper. So for me, it's going to be my sentiment. So I just put some dimensional adhesive on the back of that. And we're gonna pop this down. Don't forget about all the different embellishments you have in the kit. Again, they'll be listed there on the site also. Look at that. So cute, quick, easy. Thank you so much, Tonic, for sponsoring this video, for sending these items for review. I'll have the links in the description box. I'll have some images coming up. And sorry about the rough edit. And then I said I would measure this for you guys because I know a lot of people want to know about that for their die cutting machine. So this is about 5 3/8 inches wide. I'm looking at the very edge of the dies, and the longest part here is like 6 3/8. So 5 3/8 by 6 3/8. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. Like I said, images are coming up. I'll have the links in the description box, and I will see you guys at the next one. Bye now.